Hi everyone, good morning. See you again with me, Savirah Jufri, your English lecturer. And today I'm going to talk something that quite useful for your final project. You are going to have a presentation videos, your final project, right? So today I'm going to talk about some technique used to deliver your presentations. Okay, here we go. Presentation technique. So today we are going to talk about four main parts. The first one is definitions of presentation. The second one is type of presentation. The third is technique, how you deliver your presentations. And last is etiquette that you are going to follow during your presentations. Okay, how to have an effective presentations? You should know the definitions first. So what is presentation actually? Presentation is an activity where a presenter presents his ideas, explains a process, provides information, or raises questions regarding a subject or public debate. So remember one thing, or in simpler definitions, you can say that presentations is an activity to present the informations. So remember two keywords: presents informations. Remember this: presents informations. Okay, next, types of presentations. We have two types of presentations. The first one is formal presentations and the second one is informal presentations. As its name, of course, in formal presentations you should use formal language. And of course, you use this in formal situations. Because this is a formal situation, you should dress by using a formal dress. It is quite different with informal presentations when you are allowed to use your informal languages, and this kind of presentation is usually used in informal situations, like when you are having a group presentation among friends. You can have this type of presentations. And of course, as its name, informal presentations, you can put on your casual dress. Okay, so actually these are the differences between formal and informal presentations. Okay, now we are going to talk about how to deliver good presentations. Actually, there are three parts of presentations. The first one is introduction, the second one is body, and the last is conclusions. So what is introduction actually? Introduction, like its name, it comes always in the beginning of your presentations. So what is presentation's introduction consist of? Of course, in the introductions, you can welcome your audience, introduce yourself, introduce your topic, and then you can outline your presentation, and the last, you can give the instruction to audience when they can deliver the question. And the second part is body of presentations. The body presentations is the real presentation or the main information that you are going to deliver. Here where you put the information in the body. And the last is the conclusions, like its name, conclusions. This is the closing of your presentations. You can summarize your presentations, what you have in your presentations, and then give some recommendations if there are some, and then thanking the audience. And the last, maybe you can invite the question if you place the question in the end of presentations. Okay, the first one, welcoming the audiences. Okay, when you welcome the audience, you can greet them first by using formal or informal greetings. What is the example of formal greeting? You know that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How about the informal greeting? You can say, hi, friends. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. It is the example of informal greeting. After greeting the audiences, what you need to do is to introduce yourself, right? You should introduce yourself. After that, introduce your topic. For example, hi, my name is Savirah Jufri. Today I'm going to talk about presentation technique. Like what I stated in the beginning of my presentations, I always introduce myself and introduce my topic. That's what you need to do at first. Okay, and then after that, you should introduce all parts of topic that you are going to discuss. Like what I made in this presentations, you see in the beginning, I divide my presentation into 4 parts: definition, type, and technique, and the last is etiquette. It called as outlining your presentations. And here I give you some example in outlining the structure of your presentations. The first one is to start with, I will describe the application design and purpose. Then I'll mention some of the problems we have encountered and how we overcame them. After that, I will consider the possibilities for further growth next year. Finally, I will summarize my presentation before concluding with some recommendations. Okay, this is the example of outlining your structure. Okay, after that, after outlining the structure, you should state earlier when you place the Q&A sessions. It is okay if you want to have the Q&A while you are delivering your presentation, or maybe you want to have the Q&A session after you present your presentation. It depends on your needs, whether you want to be disturbed while you are having presentation, or maybe you don't want to be disturbed by the audience's question. You can place the Q&A session in the end after the presentation. Here are on the screen, you see some example of expressions. Some example of expressions that you are going to have for this part. Okay, now the body. The body is the main of your presentations. So you can deliver your presentation in this part, and you should consider these things. The first one, do not hurry. Be enthusiastic. Don't feel so sad. Don't show your bad face in front of the camera or in front of the audiences. You should show your beautiful face or handsome face with a good smile. And then don't be hurried. You should be you should have a medium speed in delivering your presentation. Don't be too slow or don't be too fast. And then maintain eye contact. Give time unfeasible. So you should have eye contact with your audiences, or maybe when you are having an online presentation, you should have a look at the camera. Okay, don't look at your notes all the time, but look at the camera. You should have an eye contact. Imagine that in front of you there are some people who are listening to your presentations. And then give time on visuals. So if you have some graphics, some charts, you should give the time for the audiences to understand the chart or the graphic first. Don't move too fast. And then next, modulate your voice. Keep to your structure. So you should have a loud voice. Don't speak too slow, or it will be hard for your audiences to understand you or to listen to you, to hear your voice. Keep to your structure mean when you are having 10 slides, you should have a good you should present it in order. So you should talk about first slide in the beginning, and then the second slide, the third slide. Don't skip the slide directly. For example, you show the first slide and then you go directly to the fourth slide and then back again to the second slide, etc. Don't do that. Okay, look friendly, remain polite when dealing with difficult questions. So you should look very friendly, although it is only in the front of the webcam, okay? And then remain polite when dealing with difficult questions. So when your friends or maybe your lecturer give you very difficult question, you should respond it by having a smile first, and then you can say a positive thing. I'll try to answer it, or maybe if you can't answer that, you can, oh, I'm sorry, I think the topic wasn't my topic, it is out of my discussion, for example. Okay, next, the conclusions. Oh, sorry, here I put some mistype on how to introduce all part. No. Conclusion is in the closing. So in the conclusions, you should sum up. So ignore this one. Ignore the outline or structure, right? Because this is I just copied from the previous slides. I got the wrong. I haven't modified all of the part of my presentations slide. Sorry. So just focus on the some sentences below the outlining your structure. You should put some parts in your conclusions. Yeah, some of them are optional. You can summarize your presentation first and then giving some recommendations if you are having some recommendations in the presentations, and then maybe some suggestions. And of course, you should thank the audiences after having your presentations. After that, if you plan to have your question and answer session in the end, you can invite the question in this part. Okay, this is the etiquette or the behaviors that you should have during your presentations. The first one is arrive early and be prepared. So you should make the slide far away or a long time before you have the presentation. So you should be ready with your slides. You should arrive early. So avoid to be late in presenting your presentation. Dress properly and eat well. You should have your lunch, your breakfast first before you are having your presentations. And then next is be respectful and thoughtful. You should respect the others, okay? You should respect the others. Although sometimes the audiences are giving you a hard times to understand their question, you should remain polite and respect them for every single question. Don't be too quick to react. What does this mean? Don't be too quick to react. It means that if there are some question of your audience that makes you angry, maybe, don't show your angriness. Just take it easy and show your friendly smile, and then try to ignore their question politely. On your stage and watch your body languages. This is the most important part. On your stage means you should have good self-confidence. So don't be nervous. Just feel like, oh, this is my stage. This is my show. I should have a good presentation. I should have a good show. That's the point. Watch your body languages. Okay, in the presentation, you should have a good body languages. Particularly if you have a direct presentation, not throwing the online presentation like what I have today, you should have a good body languages. If you need point to some slide, you should point them. If you need to if you need to what I mean, give the chances. You can go to the audiences and listen to their question maybe. And body languages is the most important part. Smiling is the part of it. Be prepared for an unexpected. So you should prepare a little note and maybe the copy of your slide if you have a direct presentations. In case the electricity is turned to have a short. Um, what I mean, when you have the room are turning black because the electricity is off, you can have the backup files by having a copy of your slide. So this for unexpected situation. And the next is never turn your back on the audiences. What does it mean? You should look at your audiences. Don't show your back to your audiences. Don't yeah, never turn your back on. Okay, so look at your audiences, face the audiences. In the webcam, in online presentations, of course, you should look at the webcam. Okay, don't turn your back on the webcam. Okay, and then next is visual aids, font size, color should be in balance. So when you are designing presentations, you should think where your audiences sit, where is the position of your audiences. If the distance is too long, is too far, and you should manage your font size of your presentation to a balanced size, so the audiences will be able to see your slide clearly. And of course, in arranging and manage the color, you should manage the color and balance. What does it mean? When you have a light color as a background, you can use a dark color as a font color. But if you have a dark background or your PowerPoint slide, you can have light color as the font color. Okay, I think this is quite clear. Okay, I think that's it of my presentations. For further question, you can email me. Okay. Okay, everyone, I think that's it for our meeting today. It is about the presentation technique. Hope you enjoy my presentations. If you have some question, don't be hesitate to text me. Have a nice day and see you in next topic. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning.